Alrighty. We are back at it once again with Prog Reborn. Let me switch over my scene real quick and get out of this. It was like I was saying, this is a Prog Reborn. My name is M. Kosler. This is my progression playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. We are still in the midst of patch 2.0. If you don't know what a progression playthrough is, I just been testing it out before I logged in or switched over, but you can either look at the description on the video below, or if you are live in chat, you can type in !intro to get a link to the intro video that explains what a progression style playthrough is for Final Fantasy XIV. And if you like what I'm doing here with all this, you could give this stream a like. Helps get me out there into the YouTube algorithm. And if you would like to, if you're watching now, stumbled upon the stream, stumbled upon a VOD, wherever you are, and you would like to know when the next time I go live is, the easiest way to do so right now is to hit that subscribe button. So yeah, so what did we do yesterday? Yesterday was mostly MSQ stuff. We went through Hawke Manor, or Hawk Manor. I don't know how I'd actually say that. I don't know if anyone actually says it. Also, have I talked to Brement? Yeah, that's right. Cleared that out, and now we just received word that Titan is being resummoned. I don't remember the exact terminology. There isn't much known about the Primal Titan, unlike the Primal Ifrit, which seems to be constantly summoned by the Amalja, the kobolds, whom believe that Titan is their progenitor god. Don't summon Titan as often, and there isn't much to say about the Primal. Our best bet to find any information about it is to try and find members of the original Company of Heroes. Apologize for the train here. I think it's just about to leave. Members of the original Company of Heroes who vanquished Titan last time he was summoned. Which means we gotta find them all and figure out what we know about the new Primal. In addition to that, with all of our MSQing and hunting logging and this, that, and the other, we have over half of our jobs already at 35 plus. So we're still just trying to get some of these other DPS jobs to line up there. Once we hit 35, we're gonna do our job quest roundup. We just opened Hawke Manor. And I wonder, let's see. I think maybe Monk or Dragoon. Not Dragoon, or Bard. Maybe I can look into queuing up directly as a Bard here. and working my way through the quests as a black mage. Where do we need to go? We need to go to the Maelstrom. Take me to Limsa. You also give me an opportunity to check out my retainer here. Go ahead and sell. Straight sell. To this stuff. Clean up my inventory ever so slightly. Outgoat steak we can hold on to. Same with the egg, same with the antelope. All the food stuffs we're gonna hold on to. You can go onto the marketplace. 142. You royal blue dye 97. Trust and trust. Anything that's an ingredient or a reagent. Ahead and keep on the retainer. Big money is going to be coming from these materia. Say 1698. The last time anybody bought some of this, not that long ago, which is insane. 1697. For 35. Good old honey yellow. It's pretty cheap there. Woad blue. A 98. Hang around Limsa for just long enough to get unsolicited invite. Some free company. If I were playing this regularly, I certainly would take it. But one of my eventual requirements to move on from patch 2.0 is to start a free company of my own. What was I heading this way for? Oh, I was going to do the Titan stuff. I just want to keep going this way so I can go to the Ethernet. Hope y'all have been having a good December. got back from the family vacation on Monday. Let's go ahead and read this questline first before I continue that thought. Oh, no, please don't auto advance. All right. Hail, adventurer, and welcome to the Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, speak with the personnel officer. Unless you're the guest we were told to expect. Forgive me, sir. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned a titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals, fodder for their fell primal. Elweb, coming in. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word has spread of your accomplishments, M. On behalf of Limsa Laminsa, I thank you for heeding our call. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address him personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you're right. The situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thesocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lominsons who violated this agreement? Dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you choose your words with greater care, Lady Ishtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine, freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Laminsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. Can I count on your help, M? You have my thanks. Along with the full support of the Maelstrom, I await good tidings. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates that they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members are still alive, still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lenosha. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Right. I forgot about this whole thing. Tractome. Lower Lenosha. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. No, not this. Can't do that until 2.1. Where's the city at? Oh, further over. Not in Red Rooster. Oh. Boom, boom. Rum, boom, ba, boom. Rum, boom, ba, boom. Here's Stola. The Company of Heroes is the most celebrated mercenary band in the history of Eorzea. Even so, I must admit I never before met one of their members face to face. I imagine that a warrior who toppled both Titan and Leviathan would seek to bask in a lifetime of fame and glory. He seems to have settled in a place distinctly bereft of adoring crowds. Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find ye a lass or three. You gonna say something, Venture, or just keep staring? Eh? You wanna know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, well, price of bleeding fame. Can't the miller mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as you've come all this way, suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige ye. Consider yourself lucky, mate. Old Tractome was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it ye wanted to know? He will regale you with stories. So you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a primal, do ye? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only ye'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights we did. Ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit ye, boy, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a goddamn hero, I'll have you know. People around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? I do that and then we'll talk. So say, call me a working man, reckon that's what I am, drinking under the chief's nose. Drinking under the chief's nose, sneaking out the back door, and nobody'll ever know. Rum bum ba 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 ba. Oh, the Rat King. Rum bum bum bum. Oop. Just in time. Boom. Boom, boom. Rum, boom, boom, boom. Oh. Certainly pulling this maidservant. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Big old itch on my back. Rum, bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Boom, boom, boom. Cool, cool, cool. Making our way, making our way. Just tanked that dark mist there. Thinking he thought that I stun like the regular bosses. Like the regular enemies, I should say. Cool, got 35 on the Bard. Cool, cool, cool. 35 on the Bard. Black Mage. Getting everyone up to speed. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venture. Save me the hassle of... Nah, never mind. Appears to be ignoring me. What? You still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It's a pretty risky strategy. Kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach ye, I truly do. But as ye prove ye have what it takes to face that fat bastard. I can't in good conscience tell ye a damn thing. At the very least, ye need to be capable of slaying, say, a gobu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour mill here, so ye ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking ye to cut down one as quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Anyway, why don't ye try heading due west and stand on lookout? In case a gobu comes calling, slay it and oh god, that's killing my throat. Slay it, and I might consider ye telling ye more about old Titus. Oh. Should get to 35 with this quest. Maybe not. Maybe need a couple quests. You again? Then that gobu that was harassing the millers is dead. Didn't think ye had it in ye, adventure. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you of our secrets. That here. Unconvinced of your readiness to defeat the dread primal Titus. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if ye got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if ye slew a Tractome. You in here drinking again? If you are, that gobu had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. Ye have me word on that. Cleave the beast's skull in two with me trusty axe at it. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true. Was it Tractome who slew the gobu, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractome, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that great bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? When the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan. Bloody half-wit. Well, see, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahagan shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside. We'll learn the truth the Lomenson way. Tractome, if you didn't slay that gobu, you may consider your contract revoked. What we got? Nah, same thing. Thing. Oh god, it got itch on my eye. Whew, there we are. Alright, you know the rules. First man to smash his boulder will be judged the Gobu Slayer. Don't even think about trying to kill me, that's cheating. Who picked these boulders? Anything alike? How the hell's with it? Let the contest begin. How you doing, matey? Feeling a bit stiff? Eh, only killing's against the rules. You're still at it? Bugger me. Just lucky I got one of these. All right, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson, honest I have. Save your blubbering, Tractome. I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive ye, I swear. It's just I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work. And I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol. There was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being... Now I'm starting to get... It's not like a Texan. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them. But ye wouldn't believe me, so Look, his name is Wise Kate. Alright? Wise Kate. He'll tell ye how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell's the thing's name is. That's what ye wanted, ain't it? Come on, then. Tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. To Costa del Sol. We've already got this spot too. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa Laminsa are depending upon us. Fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales. Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours. My associate here is bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. He is blessed with a power that protects him from primal influence, thus he was able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was brought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. Titan was the worst we faced. We defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Ogamoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security of Master Geiruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man. Have you heard nothing I said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. You imagine words can sway me, girl. If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your way into Orgrimmar. Find your own way into Orgrimmar. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa Lominsa hangs in the balance. Boom, 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 ba-dum, bum. Hey, already. The Dragoon and Monk. Dragoon. Ms. Kate would first like you to verify that you are not a complete fraud. Master Gigaruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. While we're here, let's pick up some quests. Gigaruju himself. This evening finds Master Gigaruju, the brightest jewel in the glittering high society of Costa del Sol, in an unaccountably pensive mood. Oh, where are they? Has something less than delightful and more than awful befallen the new dancing girls who were to arrive today? This is most inconvenient. I do ever so wish that someone would find the driver who was to bring my divine danseuses? That's not how you say that. That someone would be healthily rewarded for it, I shouldn't doubt. Boom, 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 boom. The governor sent you, did he? Afraid he wasn't going away no more. Don't be giving me the sack now. It ain't my fault, I swear. I brought the girls just like I was supposed to. And we got as far as here before they caught sight of the ocean. And that's the moment they started crying like curls and hopping like spriggans. So I stopped the wagon. They were off and running to the beach. Now I yelled at them ladies to get back in the carriage so we could get to where we were supposed to. But they didn't pay me never no mind. You'd go talk some sense into them, wouldn't ye? Working stiffs, the both of us. You understand. You'll help me out. Anything else to say? I'm begging ye, tell those Shimian she-devils to go to the governors. I ain't getting the sack just 'cause they have a mind to build sandcastles. Boom, 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 boom. Excuse me, who are you? Not the boss of me, that's right. This is my first time on the beach, and nobody's going to tell me how long I can and can't have. Got it? I just feel so blessed to be here. So beautiful and inspiring, don't you think? Feeling so many things. I just need to drink it all in and channel it into my art. Oh, honey, I've never seen anything like this. It's all dunes where I come from, you know. I'm sure Master Gegeruju wouldn't mind a bit if we stretched our legs before coming to see him. Shells right fancy and pricey back home. Bet you gill to go boo poop that I can sell a beauty like this to Master Gegeruju. Need to find a way to get it to him, though. You go wait while I find me a wagon or some such. This way. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-dum. Boom, 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 boom. Overcome by the ocean, are they? Seduced by the sand? With me waiting? Me, who paid so dearly to see their unparalleled undulations? Oh, how delightful. They truly are artistes, as beautiful inside as they are out. Gridania is green, Ul'dah is golden, but only Costa del Sol is blue and white. Yes, I should have thought of it earlier and given them leave to play upon the beach. Happy it is to be a wealthy man. I shall wait because, well, because I can. I am no drudge quaking at the sound of a master's step. I am no drudge quaking at the sound of a master's step. Nor am I a knuckle-biter who needs a bottle of brandy wine to keep the trimmers at bay. I shall enjoy the anticipation and fulfillment alike. Lock up your arcanists and hide your heavy equipment. Master Gegeruju is feeling bored. Excellent timing, come. Such a still wilting day, and I had a little thought, a violet, not a rose, to call upon a refreshing breeze. The wind sprites, now you can get a healthy puff or two out of them. Follows that a powerful sprite can set a whole city aflutter. According to my best calculations, or rather my second best calculations, no need to ask how or why, collecting 3 cores from wind sprites should permit you to summon a more powerful specimen. Won't someone, present company definitely included, carry out my genius plan? Will someone deign to collect this handsome reward? I was just about to bring something up, and I forgot to give this typical spiel. My main character is already in 6.5. This is not a reaction style playthrough. Not my first time playing through the game. And if I think of anything that is relevant to quests and scenarios beyond where I would know that information, if this was a first time playthrough, then I can bring it up. Just 'cause I like relating that information and seeing the connections that get made. So if you are worried in any way about spoilers for any story content from now until patch 6.5, this is your warning to bail out. What I was going to bring up is, I believe Gegeruju, you know, this whole thing's about getting these dancers or whatever. The actual dancer quest line starts with him. Very similarly, I believe he hires some dancers, some Thavnarian dancers to do a very similar task. here. My main leveled as a Dragoon. By the time I got to 90, I really didn't enjoy Dragoon. They've talked about how Dragoon is supposed to be one of the classes that Dragoon and Astrologian supposed to be one of the jobs that get a pretty significant rework come Dawn Trail, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. I think most of it is button bloat. Wind generated by these lighter-than-air cores is the bane of beskirted women and bekilted men across the realm. No fall damage deaths in Final Fantasy XIV. When used as bait, fish of this size is sure to attract even the largest of beasts. See, I forget. I believe they let you swim in here. Even though you technically don't, you wouldn't have swimming until Stormblood. That's one of those things, though, that like, am I really going to just like walk around the outside? It's similar to what's going to happen when I unlock flying upon doing the last MSQ quest in for 2.0. There's no world in which I'm just going to stick on the ground. All right, you just have info about Costa del Sol. Oh, I might as well read it. Welcome, sir. Do you require assistance? I am a maidservant of Master Gegeruju, Lord of Costa del Sol. You have glasses on? You do. Master Gegeruju is, of course, second to none in matters of business and connoisseurship. Connoisseur is how you'd say that. Connoisseurship. Doesn't really roll off the tongue. However, he can be something of an innocent in other matters. It falls to us, his loyal staff, to support our master in these mundane areas so that he might focus more fully on his passion for amassing wealth. Costa del Sol is a shining jewel in the otherwise drab and unremarkable lands of La Nocia. The area, originally cleared for farmland, was soon abandoned after it was discovered that seawater had seeped into the water table. That was when Master Gegeruju, a wealthy old Don entrepreneur, cast an appraising eye upon the shoreline. Rather than remain in the refugee-flooded streets of his native city, Master Gegeruju made a sizable contribution to the Admiral to secure the rights to build a new estate in these scenic environs. It is, I believe, a testament to my master's business acumen that he chose to rename this newly developed section of Bloodshore, a most uninviting appellation, to the far more palatable Costa del Sol. I mean, he's got a point. The storm sprite attacked you, so only you enjoyed a refreshing buffeting. I had but a whimpering whiffle. Oh, phooey. Now I shall be bored again. Ever capricious, Master Gegaruji demands to know how his colibri are faring. You see all those wild colibri? Not one of them was originally here, though the alchemical question of where here is, that's something we can munch many almonds over. 'Twas that I bred, fed, and released the birds. So of course they are still mine, or if they belong to themselves, certainly no one else owns them. At least not more than I own them. Where was I? Oh yes, my colibri are being poached. The miscreants hang just outside the boundary of Costa del Sol, sly, and entice the colibri with feed. They should not be doing such a thing, such an ungentlemanly thing. Won't you parley with them? And if you can't talk sense to them, we'll just have to lure the birds back using these flowers. My colibri love roselle nectar, I happen to know. Why? Because I bred them and fed them. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Almost as large as an outgoat leg, but several times leaner. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that that pointless busywork is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gegaruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. Well, but while money is no object, not everything Master Gegaruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an exotic feast, and so your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied by suitable wine, and by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud to speak with Landinell at Camp Tranquil. What? You mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Landinell. That's probably closer to what I'm supposed to be saying. Where's this person? South Shroud. Oh, all the way over there. Is this the fella? There's a fella in... There's some Company of Heroes related stuff in the Endwalker role quest that goes with the Admiral. I don't remember which one it is. Might be Melee. Back off, this is Bloodshore. We're not in Costa del Sol, and that means we don't have to live by your master's say-so. Yeah, Bloodshore is not a part of his little fiefdom. We're free folk here, not bought and paid like the lot in Costa. due to the tendency of the flowers to grow randomly from its long, hard stalks. The roselle makes a terrible bouquet. Boom, 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 boom. Cool, cool, cool. Damn that Gigaruju. He thinks he can buy everything. We built Costa del Sol by the sweat of our brows. Did he tell you that? I know every cobble of the street. Laid about half of them myself. It was pioneer town, a good town. In that money bag, swooped in and took it all away. Stay as a lackey or leave us a free man. Those were the pickings. He took the beach. No more fishing without his say-so. Now he takes the colibri. Boom, 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 boom. That settles their hash. And now they have another bone to pick with me. 12 know I have many a skeleton in my closet. Don't read too much into that, Medea. Those settlers have quite the ossuary. Costa del Sol was Admiral Melweb's hobby horse. She had an idea to settle this area, and so brought a number of folk on indenture. The terms were very generous. Hardly anyone died, credit to her leadership. Yes, very creditable, but she had no head for business, kept trying to farm this salty land. I stepped in and saved her from ruin. You see Costa del Sol now, a jewel of commerce and culture, but I assure you it was not thus when I purchased it. Many of the settlers have stayed and prospered. Why, a good third of my household was once raw pioneer, but some people are like figs. They want to stay the same. Tiresome, I say. We've no one to blame but themselves. Got a bit of a point. Though they also have a point. Camp Tranquil it is. Indenell. No, it was like a machinist. You require assistance, adventurer. So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, eh? The ingredient you seek is an egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Well, I hope you get it. You amuse me. I'll not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you'll receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. I'll explain you a few things. Let me be clear, this business between me, you, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Toe here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose for your entrails, and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in the nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, M. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, and your corpse will rot in this swamp. Give me a moment. I need something to drink. That hit the spot. I need to turn on recommendation. Midland Condor. Probably you right there. Seems like there's quite a few side quests to do here as well. Switch from hunting log to all. The Toe Moshroka needs a favor of an adventurer. The goodwill of a maid so proficient with polearms is surely worth having. I hear Captain Landinell. I heard Captain Landinell regaling you with the many tales of his youth. Much has he seen and known, having journeyed throughout Eorzea with naught but his wits. I'm a child of the Twelveswood, a whaler through and through. Never have I cast a shadow that was not forged by a sun that perches atop the great elm at dawn. Yet travel I would, if only in mind. They say that an old Don trader is nearby to the south. Will you find for me a thing from that city strange and great? I have duties, or else I would go. You'll not find me ungrateful. You're like not even that far from Thanalan. Come on. Florent needs a capable adventurer to locate his lost goods. Hail, adventurer. You come at an opportune time. My botanist hatchet serves its own purpose well enough, but I'd hesitate to use it on anything that bites back. I would guess that your own skill at arms is more apropos for this situation. I was crossing the bridge behind me when I got to thinking of all I've seen since the calamity. What boggles the mind wobbles the body, and before I knew it, I was nearly on my face, and the lumber in my arms was scattered all over the bridge. Some of it must have fallen over to the side. Now, I'm not so green as to go vaulting under the bridge when I know perfectly well of the fiends below, but an adventurer should have little and less to fear. We go in my stead and retrieve the wood. It would. Brum, bum. Right. That's the it's the minion quest. Boom, 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 boom. Now that, sire, is what I call a close call. Good for nothing, that guard of mine. I swear these new cell swords are more of cell scabbards. Here, pray take this for your trouble. The more precious of my wares. Hold on incense. Mouth Orban for the monk here. Else. Oh. Mentois. Black Mage. Right, I think I'm supposed to only use Fire 3 once. I'll have to look back up the rotation. Because it automatically puts me up to max. Max fire. Snake malt. Will o' the wisp. It's a little too high level. Bard? No. Where did the Dragoon? White Mage. Warrior. Warrior needs the Adamanthois. do it again. One more. Alrighty. About Summoner. Nothing is different for Scholar. Dragoon, to turn in these. It's just Black Mage. I think that still has something over here. The Will-o'-the-Wisps. Did you find something? Ah, I hope to the 12 that it transports me as the captain's tales do. From myrrh to sandalwood, the soothing aromas emitted by these alchemically crafted incense cones will instantly take one back to the jewel of the desert. Scent. My head swims. I see markets in the Colosseum, languorous evening strolls past roses with the heat of the sun still on them. What smells? They inflame my imagination and possibly my sinuses. Thank you, adventurer. You have more than earned this. Alrighty. June. Switch over to Monk. Ah, adventurer. I am right glad for your return. Did you find my wood where it fell? Long piece of planed wood dropped by the ever graceless Florent. Wonderful. The tavern will get a fine blaze out of these. 'Tis firewood for Busker's druthers you were gathering. A little damp, but nothing a little drying won't fix. The sun is strong and the way is long after all. Much appreciated. Wild goat. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. An exceptionally large egg with a seemingly unbreakable shell. When it hatches, the baby adamantoise that emerges will likely be as large as a hound. Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. That was very much a Nero-style laugh. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste for southern Thanalan. Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Udo Nun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels then. I believe we have Forgotten Springs already. Ooh. State your business, adventurer. This is the one that Whiskate sends me. I have the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Should hunt the most dangerous game. persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain that adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nun. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, and the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me his necklace. Kubatia would know what it is that they say. I wouldn't spend too much time with Utika. Friend. His strain of foolish cheer can be catching, and I found it wise to never become too happy. Happiness begets complacency, and it's only through discontentment that one rises to become more. This brings us to the issue of which one of us will next lead our tribe. Unlike Utika, the matter of who becomes the next Nun is one I take most seriously. Each of us represents a distinct vision of what lies ahead. You see, I am fascinated with the future. We cannot create it, but we can be prepared for it. We can profit from it, or we can perish by it. I need you to speak with immigrants, for they see Forgotten Springs through the eyes of opportunity, not loyalty. With nary a word, Utika indicates that he has a delicate commission for you. You there, with the smell of a resourceful drink of water. Help me with the young ones, will you? I speak of a novice ranger by the name of Kazuna, one of our most promising. I sent her southwest to hunt anglers, but she is rather long in the returning. She should be back by now, even if she'd killed one, dressed it, and made a saddle out of it. As young a huntress as she is, I suspect she tripped over her own tail and has made a right mess of things. But as this is something she ought to do on her own, I fear sending one among the tribe to help her is out of the question. You, on the other hand, are a different story. Go ahead and set this as my predestination. Heat of the moment. A full-scale Amalja attack would breach the defenses here within a day, with the lizard been making so free of Zenrak of late. It would be for the good of all to have the immortal flames bolster this outpost here in the Forgotten Springs. Boom, 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 boom. I say more trade, fewer hindrances. Forgotten Springs is ideally situated to be a waypoint for trade routes across the desert. If only the Nun would think to woo us merchants instead of outright rejecting us. Riridesu seems to need help with the delivery. I was all set to open a shop in Forgotten Springs. Would have been glorious, an amazing location. A string of customers lined up, a bevy of beauties about, but the nun of the tribe, Udo Nun, up and forbade it, just like that. Now, in a way, I understand it. The U kill or gather most of their own food, so they don't need what I'm offering. But surely the nun has to see there's more to his oasis than his own tribe. Prospectors, adventurers, flames, we just don't live or eat as they do. There I go again, getting on my soapbox. I might as well talk to you about something you can help with. Could you take this package to Beauregard's Strike and get it to a fellow called O'Donnell? Bum 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 bum. Never did understand why they've so few bunks around here. See them miners pitching their tents down at Beauregard's Strike? Think they'd want to be holed up there? Of course not. It's just they couldn't find an inn hereabouts that weren't full up. Fascinating adventurer, very fascinating. They speak much truth to you, these immigrants. You are my ears on the street. All the voices cry out for Forgotten Springs to open its gates. If our tribe is to prosper, we must enjoy the coin and protection of immigrants and outlanders. When I am none, the old ways will have to give way to the new. Sativa seems to be in an impatient mood. The law is clear. To become the Noon of the U tribe, one must defeat the current Noon. In my case, this means Udo Noon. However, in order to win the right to challenge Udo, I must first triumph over Tika. He stands in my way and I in his. In this manner, the Noon is protected from constant challenge. But to defeat Utika, my arms must be impeccable. A fool he may be, but weak he is not. I shall make new arrowheads, and for that I need barbs from a Yarzan. Half a dozen should be enough. Bum 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 bum. Just got that in time. Boom, boom, boom. One more. Rum-bum. Ugh, gods, I'm sorry. Oh, not to you. I'm sorry that I failed so miserably. Tika gave me this mission himself, and he's sure to be the next nun of the tribe, and I have dishonored the name of the U. I prop my tail as penance, but I have to redeem myself. I'll just do something different. Again. Trying so hard. Making our way downtown. Okay, are there... well, for any of y'all. Let's see. Smoke bombs. I think smoke bombs are over here. Bombs. Sundrakes. Who needed the smoke bomb? Was it Black Mage? Black Mage. Ready? Monk. On my adventure, a package came from the Minotaur Malm, did you? The bundle appears to contain food rations and a flask of drinking water. Thank you most kindly. The Malm's a pokey kind of place, small as the dickens and all manner of isolated to boot. Makes it tough to get up there and give Riridesu the custom he's due. Right, shame about the nun's decision. A store in the springs would have been a kindness. It's a crying shame, and the worst part is there's no change in that old Mikote's mind, mostly on account of the fact that he hasn't one. Mumugoi. Mumugoi? I think they're supposed to be 4-syllable. Mumugoi has vast amounts of dirty and dangerous work for an adventurer. See all this excavation knowledge of the Amajina and Sons middle concern put to use, uncovering the remains of the Allegan Empire. We mine knowledge here, not ore. Now that sounds grand, and it is, but most of the time is actually spent mothering this equipment. It's on account of the sand getting into the worst of places, and the damn stuff is everywhere. Which brings me to you, naturally. Your showing up now is a godsend, and who am I to refuse the gods? Could you remove 3 piles of sand right over there? Just be careful as you go about, though. Some smoke bombs have burrowed into them, and they're none too friendly. Warrior needed smoke bombs. Rum-bum. That was a wonderful adventure. Those piles were growing larger by the day, and I can't tell you how little I wanted to clean them up myself. But speaking of things I've no interest in doing, I'm sure you've noticed by now the glut of smoke bombs surrounding the site. Well, they're not here by chance. They're here on account of the equipment. The machines run bloody hot and the heat draws the bombs in. And every time that happens, we need to shut everything down or else risk them exploding on the lot of us. We'd appreciate it if you could take care of 4 of those pesky devils. There. Bum 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 bum. Garzons. I think that was the only other thing left in the 7th Mainland. By Nald and by Thaw, freedom from distractions at last. Thanks to you, I may be able to spend more than a minute focusing on the dig. Nothing beats having an extra pair of hands around. Alright. Alrighty, 34 done. Take one more little look around. Yarzons. You need the Sundrakes. Don't know where the Sundrakes are. Go back to here. Yeah, it just says Sigoli Desert. Sigoli Desert is fairly large. Oh, there's a Sundrake. Brum-ba-boom. Good old Hab. Hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Just one more. Ready? Monk. Boom, 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 boom. must be little ol' bots. A trophy claimed by Udo Nun from the dying hands of an Amalja warrior. Head on back to Costa del Sol. There's, I remember quite a few of them had things in the blood shore to pick up. I wonder if we're gonna get boned because of it. Things like the Sundrake are on section 4. Let's see. We are very cleanly people. Return home sticky with sweat, sand, and blood of the prey. These springs, we'll see it all washed away. Remember, there's a quest where there's like all. It might be one of those side quests here. Those like peeping toms. So I forgot I set that as my home point, or my free teleport. Look at how did she? She should. She's bringing up the rear in this crop of novices. If this were a game of Ifrit take the hindmost, it should be on fire right about now. The reckless always have to take the hard way. They fail until they succeed or get themselves killed. To tell you the truth, I was exactly like her once, down to the earnestness. Apologize for the train. The reserved Utika Tia would have you light a fire within his struggling novice, Kazuna. Ah, familiar scent. I like the way you handled yourself the last time. Would you be my helping hand in the desert once more? You remember Ukazuna, don't you? I have her where she needs to be, out hunting Amalja in the East Sagoli Desert, humbled, petulant, and with no idea how to gather her wits or her skills. The kindling is laid, all it needs is a spark. Go east and dispatch 3 Amalja before Ukazuna's eyes, harden that heart of hers, so weighed down already with shame and pique, then with a deft psyche, strike upon that flint. The Yarzan barbs, have you fetched them? A sharp, claw-like protrusion taken from the leg of a russet Yarzan. My appreciations, adventurer. You may be surprised by what target these find. Note what you see of Forgotten Springs this day. The old ways are going, and as quickly as arrows do fly. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? A confusion of teeth, bones, and claws strung onto a piece of leather. Supposedly, from the pattern in which the items are ordered, other Amalja can glean the name and rank of the necklace's wearer. This is a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. Will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from far, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. You discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. I think what I want to do before I exhaust in here, because I don't think I'm going to come back here once I'm finished with this. So I think what I want to do is I want to go back to Costa del Sol real quick, finish off that hunting log. It's on Bloodshore. I'm pretty sure they're like right over here-ish. Not directly on the shore, then just a little up here. It's peeled. Here we are. Ready? Cool. Those are over on the other side. You else need you? Yep. Quite a few, it seems. Good there. No on the Black Mage. Well, not no, but not here. You need something. We'll need more. You need one more thing on Bloodshore. Right up here. Keep working on the Akalu. There, larger buffalo we can pick up. Yep, Kalu. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty. Anything you quite a bit. I think we're all on. No, you still need one more. Outer Lenosha? Outer Lenosha. All the way up here? Be on this side. Let's go finish that out before we go too much further. Was it? It was... Paladin. Anybody else still need to unlock level 4? No. Paladin it is. Paladin. Aleport. Cool. Checking out Discord. Still checking out Discord, and I look over and I am stuck on a rock. I think I have to go this way. Get to there. Got a Arcanist working their way through. Ba-da-ba-dum, 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 ba-ba-ba, 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 ba-ba-ba. Else. Yeah. Oh. That should put us back in the good graces of our hunting logs. And so we can head back to Forgotten Springs. I think, yeah, it's just about 2 hours. Good time to stop for there. So we went and started off this whole Company of Heroes nonsense. First went and got an Elementoise egg in South Shroud and are just about to get whatever we need from Udo Nun here in the Forgotten Springs. Also clearing out a bunch of side quests along the way. Very close. Actually we were already all. Monk must have just gotten 35 with clearing out the hunting log. So we have all of our jobs at 35. So I think that means next stream is a job quest roundup stream. It shouldn't need to be broken up into 3 streams like it was last time I did one of these. Might have to go into 2 streams depending on how long these quests are. But yeah, got all that to look forward to. So if you like what I'm doing, once again, like I said up at the top, please give a like to the stream. It helps me out a bunch. And if you would like to know next time I get on, the easiest way to do so is to hit that subscribe button and get those notifications for when I go live. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. Any lurkers, anybody who watches the VOD, anyone who's on a line right now. And I will see you next time I see you.